Good afternoon, Knights. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jayna Manohalal, and it's good to see you again. Today is Wednesday, February 26th, 2025. Here's your Charge On Air update. In national news, President Trump introduces the Gold Card visa, a $5 million path to U.S. citizenship for wealthy immigrants. But first, let's go ahead and check your roadways. There is some debris out on the entrance ramp of I-4 right off of mile marker 81, just outside of downtown Orlando, so watch out for that. Earlier this morning, there was a small crash inside of Garage H that has since been moved. And speaking about garages, let's take a look at those percentages. Garage A is at 53%, B is at 59%, and C is at 81%. Heading further down the list, D is at 68%, and Garage H is at 90%, and I is sitting at 75%. Now let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today's high is 79 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and a 0% chance of rain. Tonight's low is 59 degrees with that 0% chance of rain sticking around. Tomorrow's high is just 1 degree lower at 78 degrees with partly sunny skies but a 20% chance of rain. So it's definitely much warmer than the previous days, but you might want to hold on to that umbrella. President Trump announced his plan to offer an alternative option for the path to citizenship for migrants, but those who can afford it. The Gold Card visa costs a hefty $5 million and is targeted towards wealthy immigrants. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said the Gold Card would raise the admission price for investors, which of course would decrease the amount of fraud and nonsense in the EB-5 program. Gold Cards will replace EB-5 visas in the next 2 weeks. Record-breaking numbers were the start of UCF's new year in 2025. The College of Engineering and Computer Science has had exponential growth in the last 3 years. The enrollment rate reached 15,000 students, which is an increase of 17%, and the most students ever enrolled at a time. Rez Abdelvan, the department chair of electrical and computer engineering, tells us why so many students choose UCF for this program.
Generally, right? So people are attracted to our area because there's good weather and there's entertainment, right? But then that creates other opportunity. And there are a lot of people around in an area that creates other opportunities. Like, for example, there are companies that are around us, a lot of them. And these companies then need engineers. So they start hiring students out of our program.
In upcoming years, UCF's Engineering and Computer Science program aims to be over 20,000 students, making UCF the #1 program in Florida for enrollment. UCF students experienced milk mania Tuesday after an anonymous student drank a whole gallon of milk outside of the John T. Washington Center. Let's take a look at this. After announcing their plan at the end of January, the milk maniac followed through on their promise. Gathering crowds of over 1,000 students, the anonymous student chugged the gallon, only taking pauses to vomit in the bucket they brought. Special guests spotted at the event included UCF superheroes Spider-Man and the Milkman, Maniac's arch rival. On Monday night, the student organization Rosen Life hosted a Twilight Masquerade Ball at UCF's Rosen campus. With the theme being a night in the Enchanted Forest, students were encouraged to come dressed in their best fairy tale fit and mask. For Rosen Life, this is the first time the organization has hosted an event like this. Anastasia Allgeier is a senior hospitality management major and coordinator for the masquerade. She said when planning the masquerade, she wanted to give a prom to students who didn't get one during the pandemic.
It is actually my senior year. I'm graduating this semester, so I never got a senior prom. So this is sort of like my senior prom, and for it to also be something that I worked to put together start to finish, and it to be something so personal to me as part of my organization.
While the Twilight Masquerade Ball may be over, students can check out Rosen Life's next event, Pottery Painting Day, happening this Thursday. If you're in need for a caffeine fix, Foxtail opened a new coffee shop this week on Corporate Boulevard, designed specifically for UCF students. Now it's open from 6:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and the space is designed for UCF students in search for a place to focus. They added new private study rooms, which are available on a first-come, first-served basis. The rooms are an outlet for students studying or simply group meetings. And they keep the music low so students can concentrate. The coffee shop is encouraging UCF students in search of a job to apply for any new positions. Now, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for now. Make sure to keep up with all that's happening throughout the week by following us on Instagram at The Charge News. And check back here tomorrow for another news update. I'm Jayna Manohalal. Thanks for watching, and stay classy, UCF.